to get my bag with the statements in. We are here at Hybrid Turkey Farm. I don't like calling it a farm, it's a place of animal torture. We are here with Meet the Victims Canada. We have our inside team, we had our inside team ready with biohazard gear to go inside peacefully and occupy this place until the media came. And we have now a line of police stopping us from going inside. Bill 156 is an animal agriculture gag law that was introduced by the Ontario government in conjunction with the industry. This attempts to stop whistleblowers, to stop undercover footage, to stop activists exposing the truth to the Canadian public and all around the world. When Bill 156 received royal assent the day before, Regan Russell made a post. It was her very last post. She said, "This is evil. We need to fight. We need to fight this." And the very next day she was killed, violently killed, by a transport trailer full of pigs at Fearman's in Burlington, Ontario. Her partner Mark has not been allowed to see the video of her death.
Shame!
We need the public to be able to see videos. We need the public to know what's going on inside these places. Next week is Canadian Thanksgiving. Our ask, extend your circle of compassion to animals. Please leave animals off your plate. Swap to a plant-based diet. That means vegan in my language. We need to stop the abuse and use of animals. We need to expose the realities. And we need to thank all these activists who've flown in all across Canada to be here today. Over 200 of you. This is absolutely not a failure. Even though our main organisers have been arrested by the police, we are still here, loud and proud, and we will never stop fighting for the animals. I'm going to read a statement now that we prepared. We are Meet the Victims Canada. Over 200 animal rights activists are staging a mass protest at one of Hybrid Turkey's breeding farms in Bright, Ontario, just near Kitchener, in Canada. It's a week before the Thanksgiving holiday of Canada. We had hoped that many of our activists would be inside, filming the atrocities that were happening right behind us. Now we find that our organisers have been arrested and there is a police line preventing us from going inside. Yet here we are still, bringing attention to abuses that regularly occur on all factory farms. Abuses which are always hidden from public view. Now, because of Bill 156, filming abuse and live streaming inside the facilities like Hybrid Turkeys has been outlawed by Ontario's new AGAG law, Bill 156. We're here to expose what is deliberately hidden from consumers because the public has a right to know what happens to animals before they end up on their plates. The mutilations, confinement, and abuse that farm turkeys endure is horrific! And even the standard industry practices are undeniably cruel. Like breeding turkeys to grow so large, so fast, that they become crippled under their own weight, forcing them to live their entire lives inside crowded barns with toxic air. With no laws for on-farm animal welfare, and no government inspectors to proactively monitor farm conditions. One of the only ways that abuse on farms has been brought to light is when activists expose it. At hybrid turkeys and other similar farms, turkeys have been altered to the point where they are too big to breed naturally. Male breeding turkeys have their semen taken from them, and this is injected into the females via artificial insemination. Let me repeat that. Males have their semen taken from them. This aggressive process is repeated over and over, often causing hens to develop collapsed organs and prolapses. Once they are deemed unprofitable, these spent turkeys are slaughtered for dog food. Their babies, the birds that humans eat, are slaughtered at only 3 to 4 months old. Hybrid turkeys, the world's largest primary turkey breeder, which supplies 60% of grocery store turkeys in Canada, was previously exposed in 2014 by the advocacy organisation Mercy for Animals. That investigation revealed shocking treatment of birds, including workers kicking and throwing turkeys, crushing their spines with bolt cutters, and viciously beating them with shovels and metal rods. Video footage also revealed turkeys with gaping, pus-filled wounds and rotting eyes who were left to suffer and slowly die. This is why we need to repeal Bill 156. As a result of this exposure, Hybrid Turkeys was convicted of animal cruelty in 2015 and fined a meager $5,600.
Shame.
This was a mere slap on the wrist for clubbing animals over the head. And as we can see today, Hybrid Turkeys has failed to clean up its act. Increased exposure of animal abuse on commercial farms in Canada have given the public a glimpse of the suffering that farmed animals endure. Footage has shown farmed animals being beaten, crushed and kicked. Standard industry practices have also been exposed, like slicing off the tails and horns of farmed animals without anesthesia, killing piglets by smashing their heads against concrete floors, and confining mother pigs in crates so small they can't move. And message me if you need to see the actual footage that I've taken inside places like Adair Pork, inside places like Porgreg. Activists are also facing trial for these crimes against animals. This is why we need to repeal Bill 156. In an attempt to stop activists and others from exposing cruelty at commercial farms in Canada, the meat, dairy and egg industries lobbied to pass ag-gag laws in Ontario and other provinces in order to hide their abusive practices. Ontario passed its own ag-gag law in June 2020. Anyone who violates Ontario's Bill 156 could be subject to arrest, prosecution, fines and/or imprisonment.
Shame.
While ag-gag laws are relatively new to Canada, courts in several US states have found ag-gag laws to be unconstitutional, violations of free speech rights, and have recognised the public interest in exposing animal suffering. The government should be putting laws in place to protect farmed animals, ensure transparency, and proactively monitor farms for compliance. This is why we need to repeal Bill 156.
Repeal!
Instead, the government has given the industry free rein to inflict abuse on farmed animals with impunity, while adopting ag-gag laws to hide that suffering. The public must not be prevented from witnessing this abuse when it occurs. And farm employees and concerned citizens must be allowed to film and expose unethical and criminal abuse of animals, not be harshly punished for it. And this is why we need to repeal Bill 156.
Repeal!
Bill 156!
Ag-gag laws will not prevent activists from exposing the sickening cruelty that animals on factory farms face.
Never.
No legal repercussions could ever compare to what farmed animals endure. We hope to prompt much-needed legal change in order to protect animals and their advocates. But ultimately, we hope our actions encourage everyone to stop supporting these violent, abusive industries and adopt a plant-based diet. Thank you.